Hey, how's it going, Mars Champion? Visualizations, visual, jeez, visualizing. Hmm. Okay. So the visualizing is taking hold, and the more I visualize, there, the more sentences, phrases, words that get eliminated. Like, like you gotta check them. You have to, because literally in the last video, what I was literally about to say, I was going to say, like, because I have my Reiki certification, right? And I was going to say that I don't have a Reiki job yet. And as I was going to say that, or I did, thought ran through my mind, and it was like, but you can visualize doing Reiki right now, which is literally what you were doing in the class. And so I'm just like, I that thank you for that, because of that venerate on that. We got venerate. Um yeah. Visualize the actual practicing of visualization takes out the whole notion that you the notion of yet, not yet, or I'm not a doctor, or I'm not a doctor yet, or any of those yets, because whenever you're visualizing, that is now. That's the thing, trying to get validation through somebody else. Like if someone says, man, you ain't no Reiki, and what are you gonna do? What are you gonna sit back there and argue? I got my certification. You ain't got no job though. I do it in my mind. Now you see how that shit sound. Now you see how that shit sound. It's just like, why? Why would you? Why? Like, why validate? Why go get that validation? Shit. Why would you need to go get that validation? Anyway, it's a program. We got you. That's why we don't take it hard on ourselves, because we all been programmed like that. So, and that has actually been in the, what I'm saying, when we wake up. Like that's part of the process. Whether we're sending light or anything else, whatever we're sending, what I'm saying, we send it straight through the heart. We're visualizing. So for those who are in Reiki, any type of Reiki, any type of energy healing, visualize that. Like, and that's why it has that. There's the, you want to wake up before everybody else. You want to wake up before the kids. You want to wake up before the bus come. You want to wake up before you gotta really get ready to go to work. You want to, so you can have that time to yourself to light those candles, light that incense, take that shower, uh, talk to whoever, go around the block, walk, exercise, whatever it takes, so you can do those things, because you want to get that time in. You want to get that time in. You want to visualize. Um, say, instance for myself, doing Reiki. Like whenever I'm sending any type of energy, it's as if I've been adding new things to the visualization each time. You know, uh, yo, my mom's in one of my dreams was like, boy, if you don't protect yourself out here, it was just one of those. That's how she hit me with it. I was just like, because people will try you. If you be up on, if you let that ego get into you to the point where you don't even check it, you be like, yeah, man, I can just be anywhere. I ain't worried about it. All right. All right. Niggas gonna test you. Energy gonna test you. So yeah, protection on those things. Say for instance, you got a family member whose knee is hurting, right? You know, they got to go to surgery or something like that. And my knee just started hurting just right then, just from saying it. Like we're gonna heal this left knee, right? So and visualize the whole entire process. Shit. Put your if it's even if it's a time, speed it up. Like create your whole video, and then whenever you want to, press play and go through that whole thing. You know, you're getting ready, you're putting your clothes on, like, or you went to check your email on your laptop or your phone, and you're checking your calendar, and it's like, all right, okay, she made one. Let's just say their name is, I don't know, Carla Gray. Why do I think of Carla Gray? I don't know, but I'm gonna look that name up because I don't know a Carla Gray. I don't know a Carla. So let's say your name. You sending some healing for Carla Gray, right? You want to go in your meditation? Get your notebook out. Now I'm logical, so fuck with me for a second. I do shit logically. I'm spiritual as well, but hey, we got that logic in there, so we're gonna write some shit down. Right, Carla Gray down. Look at the time. Or maybe it's the night before. You say, all right, we're gonna wake up at 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. because she has an appointment at 6:30. I got a 6:30 appointment uh to send some healing. Uh, you may not have a table, you may not have a couch, you may not have somewhere to sit, you may not have all these other things. You know what you do have? You have this. You got this. They all connected. Excuse. They all connected. So envision yourself going in, setting up in your mind. You're setting up your space, your place. You're lighting your candles. You're getting your music. So if you want, write down what kind of music Carla Gray would like to listen to. You may have tones that you want to listen to during. One of the best things is if you've actually been through an energy healing, then that will really help you out, because then you can just use your own experience and then just replace, just put their face in where you were at. And you can imagine them feeling all those feelings of release. Um, pull the cover up on them, give them the pillow, and talk to them, run through it, and all everything you got to say, and there you go. You're like, that is your Reiki. That is you being a Reiki practitioner every single day. Now you are a right Reiki practitioner in your mind every single day. You know in your heart you are a Reiki practitioner, or you're an energy healer. You're sending energy, you're a conduit, this, that, and the third. You're doing all of that every single day. You don't need no validation from nobody else. Check yourself, because last time I checked, when you were shooting from the heart, sending that energy out, sending that infinite energy, that divine energy, that shit was coming back to you. So you had to feel a certain way. And also, if you're going to do Reiki every single morning, rising, however, you afternoon, night. If you're going to do it on a daily basis, if you're going to do it on an every other day basis, then that also means that even without that job or that career in that office or building or whomever with whomever, you are building a rapport with your subconscious every single time that this is what I plan to do. And I know it. I know it. I know it. And you'll get to a point where you can attract, you'll be able to attract, you'll have enough confidence in your knowing that, hey, I'm attract this. I want to go work over there now, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. Bring that to me. Ooh, baby, bring it out to me. So yeah, just visualize it. I mean, it's like millions of books out there, man. Like, and I always say books first. Um, and there's millions of spirits as well, and they're all in you anyway, so you're not running away from them. You're not. You're just bumping into them. That's all it is. You're not running from them. You just keep bumping into them. Like the more denial you have about it, the harder it's going to be for you. That's all it is. Like strict denial. But it's okay because we know why. We know why. We know why, man. We get it. Like we've been through this before, man. We get it. We know why certain people could do certain things and say things a certain way and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We all had to start off as babies. Now, energetically, hey, hey, man, I haven't. Um, maybe we'll get to a point where I know stuff, where I am in the knowing of things like that. But as for right now, I'm of the concept that we all start out as babies. As and we start out here, babyly, in the womb and whatnot, before the womb. So everybody gotta go through that unless you die before then. But you grow you go through your teen years, you go through your early 20s, mid 20s, 30s, man, you're gonna hit all them limbs. All of them. You're gonna hit all the limbs you're supposed to hit, you know. So continue doing what you're doing. Shouts to Brandy, shouts to her energy coming through on this full moon. It's beautiful. We about to go outside and see that. Shouts to Durga, protective mother goddess. You know what I'm saying? Energy came through as well. Shouts to the 5 for 5. Shouts to the breathing. Shouts to music. Shouts to just being here. I'm grateful to be able to listen. I'm grateful to be able to hear the things that are for me. I want to forgive myself the judgments I set on myself for today. And we continuously send. We will continue to send love to those people, places, and things in which there was fear. Mm-hmm. And not only do we send love to those, we send love to ourselves in those concepts as well. Because if you drive by a church and you feel a certain type of way, go ahead and send some love to yourself. Put yourself in that church again and send yourself some love and release that judgment. You don't need to hold on to that shit no more, man. Like, it's wild enough that we in this age, you know what I'm saying, in our 30s, 40s, and 50s, popping off at whomever over some that happened when we was 4. Like, I'm telling you, man, I be so through, nigga, with fuck shit. I just be like, dog, I'm not I'm like, I'm not tripping off that today. We'll not get triggered by that. Mm-mm. I ain't even gonna lie. So it's, yeah, man. It's like, how bad do you want it? Go get it. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And so you go do it. Take your time, take it easy. There's no need to rush. Um, Spirit world ain't like that. From what I gathered, shit ain't like that. It ain't like school. Um, Spirit world ain't like these fuck niggas on TV and Channel 9 and shit. So, you know, the bullshit programming that we've all succumbed to in some shape or form. It's all right. It's okay. Because they didn't win. And the funny thing is they weren't even trying to win. They weren't trying to win because they already know who won. They already know who won. That's why the tactics are as they are. They already know who won. Deep down, they already know who won. Why? Because it's been programmed inside of them. Nick, 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 if your skin look like mine and you say you program, what you think about them? Come on. What you think they got? Who you think? Who you think program? All right. So if you look like me and Brandy, and you programmed, and you believe that you were programmed, and you know that you were programmed, because why not? Who you think gave them the program? What you think they came up with it themselves? Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. We're done with that. Anyway. Ah, hey, shouts to all the girls who dance with their arms up. Shouts to the girls who dance with their shoulders, like dance with their shoulders, hips, like dance with all of it. Shouts to you. You're very important. Very important. You do good work out of. Um, yeah. So love your connections. Love yourself, man. I know. I know. I know. But once you jump into that awareness, man, you tap into yourself, man. You tap into that source, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel so much better about the shit that you're going through. Like you're gonna have so much more confidence because you're gonna be able to do things instead of just hope, wish, and pray that things go well. You can put them prayers in action. And you don't have to blame Jesus. You don't have to leave it up to Jesus. Or you don't have to be up here on some fuck Jesus, on some fuck God, on some, you know, fuck the Pope and all this shit. You won't need to throw that at anybody else. You'll be like, oh, okay. That's all y'all got. Couple 400 years of slave stories that don't really seem to add up, but it did happen for a few, and that's you know only happened to a few, but somehow that's all we knew. What? Come on, man. It's all right. You'll be able to smile a little bit more. Like You know what it's like when you run into them OGs that are in those spaces that you say, how can you be yourself there? They like, man, what are you talking about? You live in that neighborhood? How does it feel to be over there? They be like, eh, shit, ask everybody else how I feel. I feel great. Oh, yes. Like, come on, man. Like you don't know what people pray for. You don't know what people manifest. You don't yeah, like you don't know what people be manifesting. You don't know what people be writing down intention wise. Like, so just just know that whatever they're doing, there's something spiritual in it. And just because you're not there to see the spiritual side of it, it's going on somewhere. Maybe it's not for you. I mean, how many people have we met in our lives that were like, man, I really want to be with them? And it was just like, it was never going to happen. And not only did it never happen, you tried and tried. They tried and tried. And then when y'all actually, it fell apart. Why? Energetically, wasn't supposed to be like that. And now you got the lesson of, oh, we were just supposed to go bowling because, you know, like there's so many like that. So many situations like that in our past uh that have hold that we hold on. We have our judgment on, like, man, I I I, I can't believe I slept with that girl, or I can't believe I slept with him, or I can't believe that I I dated them for this time period, or anything like that. It's like, man, let that shit go. I'm here to tell you, man, you better let that shit go. That fear have you locked in a cage with no walls. I only laugh because I ain't in that motherfucker no more. Well, I'm telling you, it will have you locked in a cage with no walls. And you be like, man, ain't nobody falling for that shit. Um, you sure people aren't gonna fall for things anymore? Um, you sure about that? You sure fear doesn't persist out here? Hmm? You know it does. So shoot from the chest. Shoot that love up out there. You know, being able to change your own perspective on what things actually mean and how they operate is dope. Because even when you see some shit, you be like, huh. You're like, well, I mean, I'm here. Like, yeah, I did know that as fuckery, but now I'm here and I know why I'm here. So that fuckery ain't coming around here. Ain't coming around here. It's not coming around here. Like, we've been protected. I did my protection before we got here. So I damn sure well ain't gonna be out here fearing or anything like that. So, oh, and that's one of the things. Protection. Like the protection, the outside protection. Let me get a gun. Let me get a let me get a weapon. Let me get ring cameras. Let me get this type of security. Let me get that type of security. And I just like security because it just makes me feel good. Now, hey, maybe the balance is there where you have the outside there and on the inside as well. I would definitely say though, there are many out there that have security on their house and ain't nobody ever broke in that bitch. Nobody. And I would also say, because I've been there before, many of the times we have fears based off traumatic experiences in our childhood are literally the reason why we are protecting ourselves against things that may happen that have never happened. Stacy and I go through this a lot. She'll say something, I'll just be like, since when? All right, so when's the last time? I'm like, yeah. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's that same way where I'm feeling like, nah, man, woo, woo, woo. It's like, well, it actually didn't happen like that last time. Or just because it did happen like that last time, it does not have to happen now. So just breathe. Just breathe, man. Breathe. Remember to breathe. Set your intentions. Clear your spaces. Like your Palo Santo, clap your hands, everybody. Clap your hands. Like, yeah, if you ain't got no Palo, nothing like that, just come to that event and start clapping. All low vibrational energy in this room. Get the fuck up out of here, goddammit. Hmm? Shit, you may not have a selenite stick, but I'm pretty sure you know what a selenite stick looks like. You better activate that goddamn selenite stick inside of you. Put your goddamn hand out there and make some work. Is this not imagination? Are we not imagining things? Hmm? I mean, one of the first visualization, imagination, uh, ones that we did, 1221. That's that brandy. That's what I'm talking about. And it's just like, yeah, man, keep that pushing because you don't want to, like, what you want to do is have the desire of, if all of these crystals and whatnot are already inside of me, and that means the attributes of said crystal are already inside of me, then in turn, you can activate these at any time. Anytime. So that rose quartz, I've done enough work with the rose quartz. So it's like, all right, I know how heavy it is. I know how heavy my rose quartz is. We've done sigils with the rose quartz, so I the remember the numerology on it. I can do the numerology in my head. All healing energy flows through me. I mean, whenever you're sending healing, I'm not taking this motherfucking selenite and throwing this through the computer. I'm not throwing this at you. If we're 2,000 miles apart and I'm using a selenite stick on you so I can clear what's going on, I'm using it with my mind. I'm not actually holding this in my hand. So I'm just imagining. I'll say this. Get some distant, try it out. Just try it out. Try out some distant healing. Ask for the correct energy to come in to so you can receive and go ahead and get that experience in and once you get that experience in, you be like, oh, okay, I feel you. I see what's going on. Because also you're gonna have work to do on yourself. Because you're gonna be releasing some shit too. Some shit gonna come up for you. So The more work you do on yourself, and that's what helped out with me as well. Of course, I also one who was going to check a couple extra times because I wasn't too sure, on those things. And that's the work. That's the work as well of following intuition the first time around, because there were times where I didn't follow the intuition, and the answer that I received, I had it already, like the week before, a couple days before, or an hour before, or 10 minutes ago. But I took 10 minutes to really be sure, and then shit went on to the next. I've been there. I have done that. I have done that. I've had that experience where the text message came in and I was like, ah, I don't know what to say. And then you go back and then it's like, ah, moment's over. Like, intuition, you're right. Intuition. I was right. Well, shit, let me know the next shit that's coming through. All right, that we're gonna be on that one. Best believe, best believe. And you just be like, all right. So keep them visualizations up. Um, yeah. I mean, one of the first ones I got was the lapis lazuli from Zoe Essentials. Got a lapis lazuli for the third eye, and I remember having it, and then I lost it. And that night, I remember from the I feel like I was watching some Brother Panic or something like that, one of those lectures, and I was just like, you know what? Now I had it. I don't know. I couldn't remember if I had it in my hand or not, but I was like, I know what it looks like. Um, I can write it. I got the color, and I can read about it so I can know what it does. So if I have all of those things, then I should be able to activate the lapis lazuli within me. And after we did that, that was that was a narrative changer for me as well. It's like narrative update. Like, hmm, hmm, this is this is something. You know what I'm saying? This is something. Um, yeah, yeah. So thankful to all the tools we got, just to get them and whatnot. They dope. Uh, and that's just saying, if you got them, use them. And if you don't, use what you got. Please believe. And if you, even if at your present moment, like you don't have certain crystals or certain uh, herbs and plants, flowers, essential oils, tinctures, equipment, whatnot, ask for it. Ask for it. Ask your spirit team if that's what you need to be fucking with. Shit, they might put you on tarot cards. Might be like, hey, I don't know if you know this shit, but you really good at them cards, bro. I know you've been playing Tunk for a very long time. Like, everybody come to you for spades, right? Everybody come to you for Tunk. Everybody come to you for the card games, nigga. Now I want you to take them cards and do the 52 tarot deck or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's spirit within everything. And that was a that was a that was a big veil lifted for me. Like seeing spirit in so many different arenas, especially within myself, just like, oh, because that cleared up that whole white people did everything. Like it really dispelled that. Hmm, we just got that up out. So even that, huh? I even asked, like I even hear, like I don't hear it as much anymore because I'm off that. But even when we hear still the same like narrative still going around, even on Martin Luther King Jr. came to the day, you got the basketball players and they're talking and I'm just glad to have a chance and equality. And although I will say the language has changed a little bit this time around, but still it's still tame to what it is. Well, if it's supposed to be soda, that bit dying in a motherfucker. What it is, what it is. Yeah. So keep on what you keep on with. Let's go look at the moon. We already breathe. We did 5. No, we already did the breathe. This is another one. Wow. This is my 3rd video. I've been in here for like 4 hours. I wanted to be in here for a long time. Like the kids asleep. She's at a birth. So I'm kind of like, this is, and I woke up and they was up. So I'm like, yo, this is my time. This is my time. And I love it. I love this time. I love this time. There's nobody up. There ain't nobody knocking. Ain't nobody walking through. Ain't nobody asking for nothing. Ain't nobody needing shit. Ain't nobody doing none of that shit. It's just everyone is at peace and dreams are happening. That's what I love. I love the fact that everyone is sleeping and imagination is taking over. Like this house is full of imagination happening right now. There's kids in there right now. Dream world going on. Please. I'm in bliss. I'm in bliss. Yeah, you got the worldly shit where, not wanting to be bothered and all that other shit, that those programs that come up. It's like, nah, let's switch that shit up. I'm grateful that they're asleep because they're recharging. They're having dreams. They're figuring themselves out. They're seeing more things. I mean, in the morning, I ask, hey, what your dreams on? Let's draw them. Might draw a kangaroo, might draw stars, or shoot, some of the first things that my youngest was doing was drawing sound waves. He still draws sound waves. He draws sound waves around everything. I started drawing sound waves. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm interested in what the dreams would be like tonight. Looking forward to those. Like, what we're gonna do, where we're gonna be, what we're gonna see. Tonight is gonna be what we're gonna be, our goals for the next couple weeks. So that's for right now. That's for tonight. And to also make sure at least before, at the most, an hour before we go to bed, there isn't, TV, podcasts, news, that type of shit. Cause that shit do be fucking with me. I can tell that before, just laying down, there's different things that's like, nah, we don't actually need that tussling around in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't need the goddamn heartstrings getting pulled for no, like, oh, so let's have a good night. Let's get it cracking. Oh yeah. Marshall, thank you for being here. realizations and keep visualizing. Visualize uh, during your visualizations. Uh, Continue to say after words that you are. Not yet. You understand why not yet is a spell that you throw on yourself. And it's just a program that was given to us. So it ain't no shit. It's just, it's just a program that's been running in the background. You just didn't know it. You just didn't know it. Like, until you download Clean Master and see which ones are taking up all the space and how much a percentage, and like, oh shit, why do I have 28 programs running in the background that I'm never going to use? That is what's running through your mind. You got 20, 30, 40, 60, 2,000, 40,000 memories. Just, you got like concepts and context fuckery just running. Why? I'm tired today. Why am I tired today? I'm hungry today. Why am I hungry today? Why am I craving this food? Oh my gosh, I can't stop drinking this. Oh my gosh, I can't stop watching this show. Oh my goodness, my leg hurts. Man, this spot on my shoulder has been hurting for like 2 weeks. Hey, did you know my ankle feels like this every time on a Thursday? My mom always seems to call when my parents usually call me before the full moon. It's been now that since I accepted, what I'm saying, what went down and how I grew, like once we released some shit, I definitely became aware of when I talked to my parents. Always before full moon. Always before full moon. Always. 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 They always call before full moon. 5 days, 5 to 7 days before the full moon, we are talking. And that's when dreams get really heavy, really vivid, very clear. We write them down and we make note and we act on them when we're up. But yeah, thank you. We know so much about, the we know so much about the tendencies of the Cincinnati Bengals on third down. Like, we know so many other tendencies of Michael Jordan when he was on the block. We know the defensive percentage of the Denver Nuggets. We know the scoring averages of Carmelo Anthony. We know how many threes Damian Lillard was taking. We know what we like. I think I grit my teeth on how much time I spent on shit. But we're gonna let that go. You know why? Because that interest we had in so many things brought us joy. Brought me a lot of happiness. And all those hours looking into the Illuminati and Bill Gates Foundation and the Obama Foundation and the Clinton Foundation and Nexium and George Bush and stolen laptops and underground bunkers and bases. Shit. Nick. All of that was great because no matter how much I wanted to leave this earth, no matter how much I complained about being here, no matter how much I said that this world is not fair, I was not satisfied with what I saw. I was not going to and satisfied it is whatever. Something went right, regardless. I knew something went right, and it was just like something ain't right. I got to check it out. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. So I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did because transmuting that something ain't right energy is beautiful. Transmitting that, transmuting the nobody cares about me energy is beautiful. Being able to go from no one gives a fuck about me for 20 some years to, man, I really love myself. Like, mm, those are the breakthroughs you're looking through, man. Don't you want to hug somebody again? You know what I'm saying? Like, and not on the, man, I just want to hug people. Don't you want to hug the people that you actually give a fuck about, that you really want to hug? Don't you want to have real conversations with those people that you keep having these spot um ah, these small talks with? And just like, huh, fuck did I say that? Or the hell did they keep texting me for? Pray. Ask God. Ask Goddess. Ask the divine. Ask divine universe. Don't you listen more words? Your source. Ask your heart. Speak from your heart. It's all signs and symbols anyway, man. I mean, shit, man. The meditations we've had, like, just makes all this shit look like, what the hell? And I'm sure many other meditations are just like, ah. I mean, there's some things that you do in meditation, you're like, ah. Like, now this is where it's at. Like, I see why y'all niggas want to be in the metaverse. I get it. I really do. I get it. I get it why folk want to be in the metaverse. Don't let them trap you. Also, selling your soul to the devil. Who the fuck came up with that? Like, what kind of trying to be stuck in the underworld type shit is that? Like, selling your soul. How can you? What? Like, just uh, no. That's a ploy. That's a ploy to throw me off. Not now. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna lie. Them shits don't matter to me like that. Fuck. I send love to him. I send love to myself. Oof. It's 12:42. Bye. Oh, I hit the wrong button.